First of all, you survived last night?
Still floating.
Triple or double, triple? Double. It was long enough, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Coming out of high school, you had a chance to play in several Division I programs, but you chose to go to Johnson C. Smith. Why?
It was definitely a tough decision. I think I came to Smith about 4 or 5 times to ask myself, why was I feeling this environment? I toured several other major Division I schools, and I kept trying to figure out, why did I keep coming? My 2 best friends, Ron Boyd, William Bullock, they drove me up about 3 times. I said, man, let's go see it again. Let's go see it again.
Why they kept coming?
You're right.
But it helped a whole lot. I had a great coach, Coach Joyner, senior. Throughout my senior year, he would always call me and talk to me. I would go on certain visits, and he would call me, ask me how were my visits. And I had uncles who also leaned on me, but I was able to talk to him about different things. And it became a point where we were not talking about me attending Johnson C. Smith, but me making the best decision for me. And I was always a player who had coaches through junior high and high school who I had gained a good relationship with. And through that recruiting process, I gained a good relationship with Coach Joyner. So that kind of narrowed my decision.
During your time at Johnson C. Smith as a player, what do you feel was your greatest asset to the team?
Well, my team used to always tell me, you ain't got to do nothing else, Sherrill, but score the ball. So I think my greatest asset was just scoring the ball.
Give me the ball.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
You stay down in the post, right?
I stayed on the post. That's what
Well, you were supposed to stay down in the post.
That's what they wanted me to do.
And you decide you had a 3-point shot and go outside. They didn't have 3-point shots when you played.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did they? I'm just trying to remember. Okay, all right. You've been an assistant at J.C. Smith 21 years, and I'm sure you've had offers to leave and go other places, maybe head up your own program. Why have you stayed so long?
I had 2 other offers, and I just didn't feel like I was necessarily ready at the time back then. Now, I'm definitely ready. But also, I felt like the knowledge that I was gaining from being an assistant with Coach Joyner was very, very important. And also staying in the CIAA. I mean, I can honestly say, throughout my basketball career, I had a chance to be around some of the greatest coaches, from Dean Smith to Coach K, sitting with Coach Mackey and Coach Vaughn, and Coach Big House Gaines. I learned from all these different coaches throughout our conference, and it's just been a blessing. And that was one of the reasons why I decided, when I had a chance to leave earlier, and I decided that, no, I think I want to stay in this conference a little bit longer to see what's there and see what will be my next opportunity.
How often do you ask Coach Joyner how much longer is he going to be around?
I think people ask that more than I ask that.
All right.
But my mom has always raised me, and my parents have always raised, my family have always raised me to be loyal. And I think in today's society, that's one of the biggest things that's missing. And I watch coaching, and I watch people who go into coaching, they waiting on the next guy to drop off. I can honestly say at no point in time have I ever thought about, I'd be glad when Coach retires so I can get this opportunity. Because when another man controls your destination, the only thing you can do is sit back and wait. I know I'm not guaranteed to be the next head coach, but if it happens, I'm ready. But if I could coach with Coach Joyner in the next 10 years, I would be more than pleased. I'm gaining so much knowledge and learning so much.
With that being said, how do you feel your 21 years has prepared you for when that day does come, that you can be a head coach?
It has prepared me more so than anything to be a player's coach. In today's society, our youth, they need a hand. more so than they need a coach. They need to know how much you care, not how much you know. And I've learned that, just trying to push. Coach Jordan would always get on me sometimes because he'd say, Mark, I need you to work with more than just one or two players. And I said, Coach, well, my door's always open. I get the players that want to be worked with. And throughout this year, just bringing in different players and bringing in different players. And throughout my career, I had a chance to recruit and coach several All-Americans, 2 or 3 player of the years in our conference. And it has prepared me.
You had a chance to play professionally in Europe. Tell the audience a little bit about that experience that you had playing overseas.
Well, when I first, I had a chance to go to Australia, and not just Australia, but down to Tasmania, which is the bottom of the world. And just getting over there was interesting. They had me a nice house, but the house was by the woods and by the ocean at the same time. So that was a struggle at night. Then playing in our gyms. We had big arenas, some arenas, and well, my arena didn't have no heat. So getting over there, you playing during the winter, and people sitting in the stands with blankets, and you shooting free throws, and steam coming in front of your eyes, and you can't see anything. But it was definitely a great experience for me. I had a chance, just to see people ask me, what was it really like? It was awesome, just seeing another world.
And you scored 73 points in a game, you remember that?
And didn't play the fourth quarter.
See, you could have broke Wilt's record, huh?
Yeah.
You might have gotten 100.
Yeah.
And you were averaging 43 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
So you, again, said, give me the ball.
Well, yeah, that was basically how I went. But over there, I had to play all 5 positions. I had to be the team leader. I had to bring the ball up the court. When we won, it was because of me. When we lost, it was because of me. And then you had to be, I always say they called you an import for a reason. Because if you didn't produce, they would export you. But it was definitely a great experience. I had a chance to do 2 years, and when I was asked to come back and coach at Johnson C. Smith, I was heading to Sweden at that time, and my agent was a guy by the name of Ed Teriyaki. He looked at me and he said, I called him a week before I was supposed to leave. I said, well, Ed, I don't think I'm going to go because my head coach called me and asked me to come back to Smith and coach, so I think I'm going to do that. And he said, Mark, what are they paying you? And I told him what I was making. And he said, I'm going to drive down to Charlotte and talk to you a little bit. So he came down, he said, you going to turn down this for this? And I said, well, Ed, my university needs me. My coach wants me to come back. So that was very important. He looked at me and said, well, Mark, I tell you what, anybody that will make a decision just like you just made, I'm your friend for life. And me and Ed Teriyaki have developed great relationships, since then. And that was the reason why I'm back in Sherrill now.
And I had a chance to do his games when he played. Mark Sherrill, appreciate it. Congratulations.